Since Sir Keir Starmer took office as Prime Minister in July 2024, his government has been steadily becoming one of the least popular in recent memory. A recent survey indicates that 61% of the public are unhappy with his performance, including a notable 39% of Labour supporters. This reflects poorly on a government that was elected with great expectations but has failed to fulfil key commitments. Starmer's administration has focused on attention-grabbing tactics rather than delivering real results, which is a significant error. A prime example is Starmer's immigration policy. As I've previously mentioned, there was little chance of him fulfilling his pledge to smash the gangs involved in illegal channel crossings. The statistics are telling. Since Starmer's tenure began, 20,110 migrants have arrived in the UK by small boats, a remarkable 78% increase from the 11,309 arrivals during Rishi Sunak's first 150 days in office. Instead of improving the situation, it has worsened. In reaction, Starmer has rolled out a new sanctions regime aimed at irregular migration and organised immigration crime, allowing authorities to freeze assets, impose travel bans, and disrupt financial networks linked to smuggling. While this may seem promising, it is unlikely to significantly reduce the number of boats crossing the channel. Many of these criminal networks operate outside of the UK's jurisdiction, in places like Cambodia, Turkey, and Thailand, and utilize encrypted apps and the Hawala payment system, making them hard to dismantle. This approach, while necessary, seems more about appearing tough than actually resolving the issue. Another instance of superficial policymaking is the recent ban on online knife sales, seemingly designed to divert attention from the failures of various agencies in preventing the Rue de Kubana tragedy. The notion that limiting online knife sales will greatly decrease violent crime is overly simplistic. If Rue de Kubana couldn't buy a knife online, he could easily have taken one from his kitchen. The issue lies not in knife availability but in systemic failures to tackle the root causes of violent crime. Once again, this policy appears aimed at generating headlines rather than achieving real results. When governments run out of ideas, they often resort to policies that prioritise optics over outcomes. The Scottish National Party, SNP, in Scotland has mastered this tactic, with a history of gimmicky policies that serve as a warning for the Starmer government. Initiatives like free baby boxes, the deposit return scheme, doctors, the named person scheme, and free laptops for students were criticised as publicity stunts. These policies drew attention but failed to create meaningful change, leading to public disillusionment. Starmer seems to be following a similar path, yielding similarly disappointing results. Public dissatisfaction with the Starmer government reflects a broader sentiment that it lacks a clear vision or coherent strategy. A government that promised competence and reform now appears aimless, jumping from one initiative to another in a desperate attempt to regain public trust. However, gimmicks won't address the underlying issues facing the country, be it immigration, violent crime, or the cost of living crisis. Time is running out for Starmer to make necessary changes. Unless he can present more than superficial policies and empty assurances, his government risks being remembered for missed opportunities rather than accomplishments.